All right, good morning, traders. Today is October 18th, 2024. I have an open house today. Thank you, everybody that made it to the open house. Thank you for being here. All right, my name's John Kerrigan. I moderate the BYOB Trading Room. Thank you for being here. Thank you, traders, visitors, BYOB members, HRC members, RWO members. Love it. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here. All right, my SPY pivot this morning, 582.85. Above it, I'm a bull. Below it, I'm a bear. All of the Fab Five still in daily uptrends. SPY closed with a 2-hour uptrend and a 10-minute downtrend. IWM, QQQ, FNGU closed the day with higher highs and higher lows over the bullish traps over their 17 EMAs. Diamond Dow SPY made new all-time highs, all right? Gold made a new all-time high. Gold and silver both in uptrends. Silver made lower highs and lower lows, closing above the bullish trap over the 17 EMA. UNG in an uptrend, just doesn't know it, okay? Made a lower low and a lower high, closing below a bearish trap under the 17 EMA. USO started a new downtrend a couple days ago. It's currently still in a downtrend, all right? Made an outside day yesterday. That's a higher high and a lower low as compared to the day before. Closing below a bearish trap under the 17 EMA. US dollar index in an uptrend. When is this thing going to turn around? Up, closing near the 103.78 area. All right, let's go take a look at some charts. All right, first chart we got here, SPY. Pivot today, 582.85. Above it, I'm a bull. All right, I'm looking for green erases red. So the first green erases red is going to be right there, 540.60. All right, remember we made new all-time highs yesterday. Okay, so we'll see what they got in store for us today. Usually it's an inside day. We'll see. Wasn't a very big day. All right, so the first entry where green erases red is right here, 584.64. There's an aggressive entry if you want to take it right on top of that base. All right, that's 583.95, or you can just take it on top of this base right here. Those are both aggressive entries. And then there's the one where the market opens, where it's up over 584.62, right up over those red candle bodies right there. That would be an entry. All right, so there's SPY on the 10-minute chart. You can see on the 10-minute chart, we got the yellow 3 EMA is underneath the white 8 EMA, okay? So here's the faster moving average underneath the slower moving average, all right? So we got ourselves a bearish trap right through there, okay? So you can see it's in a downtrend on the 10-minute chart. And you see all three of them, price, the 3 and the 10, the 8, all underneath the 17 period moving average. That's those red dots right there, okay? This line right here, the brown burnt one, that's the VWAP. That's just regular VWAP. Pink line right here is our prior all-time high anchored VWAP, all right? So anytime I see price up over the all-time high anchored VWAP or prior all-time high anchored VWAP, I am under the belief that money is flowing into the market. In other words, institutions are buying it. I do have a measured move up here. First one comes out to be 592.05. Wait, I think I got one more. And I got another measured move up to 587.48. We'll see where we get. All right, you can see we got close yesterday, but no cigar on hitting the target. But we got closer. All right, so there's 10-minute chart. Come back down here. Let's go to the 2-hour chart. Well, don't do this to me. All right. 2-hour chart into the close. We have a 2-hour uptrend. All right, the 3 EMA is on top of the white 8 EMA. So we have a 2-hour uptrend. Okay, on the daily chart, we have a daily uptrend. Got an uptrend because we're making higher lows and higher highs. Higher lows, higher highs. New all-time high. You know, you're making new all-time high, you got to be in an uptrend. All right, so there's SPY daily chart. Price action for yesterday, okay? Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap. That's the 3 on top of the 8 EMA, okay? closing over the bullish trap over rising 17 EMA right there, okay? So here's the prior all-time high, and that's this pink line you can see right in there. See if I can pop one in here for you. All right, let's put one right there. That's a prior all-time high. So you got price action up over prior all-time high anchored VWAP, showing us money flowing into the SPY, into the market. All right, so that's institutional buyers pushing this price higher. All right, because it's up over the anchored VWAP. All right, so there's SPY on the daily chart. Go back to our other one. All right, so you can see here's prior. This is a prior high right here. You can see we have an uptrend over it. This is a prior all-time high right there. And you can see we have an uptrend over it. Okay, we have higher lows and higher highs. That's an uptrend. Making new all-time highs. That's usually always an uptrend. All right, so market is in an uptrend and it's making new all-time highs. All right, so we're looking for long trades. My best trades work out when I take a smaller time frame, like a 10-minute uptrend, inside of a daily uptrend, or a 2-hour a bullish 2-hour uptrend that's inside a bullish daily uptrend. Okay, want it to be trending. Yep, that's right. So there's SPY on the daily chart. That's what we're looking for. It's a 10-minute uptrend inside our 2-hour uptrend that's also inside of our daily uptrend. Believe it or not, that's probably inside of a weekly uptrend, inside of a monthly uptrend, probably even a semi-annual uptrend. All right, it's making new all-time highs. It's got to be in an uptrend. All right, so we're looking for bullish setups today. All right, that's what we're going to look for, because those will be the ones that work out the best. Not to say that a bearish one might work out. We'll see what they want to do, what they want to give us. Right now in the pre-market, we're up. That's a good sign. All right, let's go around the horn and let's visit some of the other indices to see how they look this morning. All right, so here's QQQ. QQQ. All right, so here's QQQ. All right, and here is our all-time high anchored VWAP. That's the pink line right here. Okay, you can see price action is moving up, and away from it. Okay, so that's an indication to me money's flowing into the QQQ. All right, yesterday's price action, you can see right here, higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap. That line right there, over the yellow one, over the bullish trap, over rising 17 EMA. That's the green dots right there. So we have an uptrend. Okay, the all-time high is right up there. Okay, you can see 503.28. How far are we away? Well, we're right at 497.02. All right, so we're not far away from striking the all-time high or pinching out a new all-time high on QQQ. We're very close. All right, so we'll see what happens. All right, there's QQQ. Let's take a look at FNGU. All right, now I kind of follow the FNGU. Don't trade it much, but I follow it because this ETN has 10 of the top weighted stocks in the SPY and the QQQ. So I kind of follow it because these weighted stocks tend to jerk the whole index all around. All right, so whenever FNGU is moving, it's kind of like the leash that leads the dog. All right, so wherever FNGU, for the most part, runs off to, usually SPY and QQQ are going to run alongside of it or right along in the same direction of it. All right, so here's FNGU. Okay, you got higher lows. We got higher highs. That's an uptrend. All right, on the daily chart, you can see price action is up over the all-time high anchored VWAP. That's the pink line. Okay, price action for yesterday, okay, making a higher low and a higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the rising 17 EMA. Anytime I have an uptrend over the pink line, that's the all-time high anchored VWAP. All right, that's an indication to me money's flowing in to the FNGU market right there. All right, so making higher lows, higher highs, definition of an uptrend right there. Okay, so there's FNGU. Let's take a look at Diamond Dow. Diamond Dow made a new all-time high yesterday. Look at that. So you know that's on fire, making higher lows. Here's a low right here. Making higher highs. There's a high right there. Here's the prior all-time high anchored VWAP. Pink line again, okay? Market in an uptrend, rising up and away from that pink all-time high anchored VWAP there. All right, so there's Diamond Dow yesterday, making a new all-time high, higher low, higher high, closing over the trap, okay, over the rising 17 EMA. Okay, Diamond Dow working out nicely right now. All right, let's take a look at IWM. All right, IWM, okay, this high right here from August, that represents about a 2.5-year high. Let me just go out to my 3-day chart so you can kind of see how far back it goes. Okay, so you can see all the way back to, well, you can see right around November, December of 2021, all right? So you got all of 2022. There's 1 year, 2 years, darn near 3 years, all right there, okay? So there's the IWM. So that right there is the 2024 high, okay? That's a 2024 high, as well as a 2.5-year, 3-year high right there. So I pin a anchored VWAP right on top of that candle right there, because if money and price action is coming into the market, it's going to be up and over this pink line right here. And you can see after 20 days of just consolidation, slow melt right there, about 10 or 15 days there, you can see all of this from this peak down to there. All right, now we got a nice rally popping up out of there. Okay, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, nice start. Little pause candle coming up over support. Maybe they come back, tag this candle right here, and rip to new highs. We'll see. That's what I'm kind of looking for. So there's IWM, yesterday's price action. Okay, got, let me see if I got the right one here. Okay, lower high, higher low, so an inside day, closing over the bullish trap, over the rising 17 EMA, okay? And it's up over the pink line. That's the 3.5-year high anchored VWAP. Okay, so money's flowing into IWM. That's the proxy for the Russell 2000. Okay, so that's got about 2,000 stocks. All right, NASDAQ has about 100. S&P has 500. Okay, so this is a much broader market. Okay, SPY, Russell, I do not believe Russell has any weighted stocks inside it. Okay, whereas SPY and QQQ have some favorites. All right, so they like Google, Meta, Amazon. They like all the big boys. All right, Russell doesn't have that. So it's going to tend to operate just a little bit differently. All right, so there's IWM. All right, and the all-time high for Russell, let's just go look and see, was set back in 2021. And you can see that's this dark green line up here. Okay, that's 244.46. Okay, so I am expecting to take out that high. With all the inflation that we had, okay, that's going to bring in higher revenues, more revenues coming in on the top line. And if management's got their stuff together, all right, we're going to have more revenues transcend down to the bottom line, okay? And what's that going to give us? Higher earnings. What will that equal? A higher number, a higher value for the stock. In other words, it's going to be worth more. So you can picture all of these 2,000 companies getting more money for the same goods and services that they were providing before. So that inflation is going to bring more to the top line, hopefully more to the bottom line. And then what we're going to see is a higher multiple, all right? And then we'll look for higher highs. So I'm looking for that 2021 high to get taken out here, all right, on IWM. All right, now they haven't made an all-time high in a long time. All right, last time was right after post-COVID on 2021. All right, so I'm looking for another one coming up here soon here. So we still got some room to move up. A nice consolidation. If you look at higher low, higher low, higher low, little bit higher low, kind of a test of the low there, another higher low. So we are just like, it's you got like a wedge, kind of wedging up right up there. Okay, see how price just keeps getting higher and higher and higher and higher. Pretty soon it's going to pop, and I think it's going to pop pretty soon here. We'll see, probably during earnings or maybe Black Friday. Could be either one. We'll see. So there's IWM. Let's take a look at our technicals, T2122. Well, we spent the day in the buy zone, okay? So we spent all day in the buy zone, okay? That would be the upper quarter, all right? So that's bullish, all right? This is the buyer's chop zone. Don't really want to be there, but we tend to kind of pull back and float there for a while. We'll see. We've made a lower high here, all right? So we may find our way in the chop zone this Friday, which means that probably won't be very many good trades on the SPY, but we'll still look around the market, see if we can find something else. Like to find our way back up into the overbought zone. We'll see what happens. See, even though we made, notice, even though we made new all-time high yesterday, look at that, we found ourselves in the buy zone because we gapped up and just kind of melted away. All right, see how we were not in the overbought zone, even though we made new all-time highs in the SPY, just in the buy zone. All right, so we'll see what happens here. T2123, okay, made a new all-time high yesterday. All right, see that price action up there? It's the highest it's ever been. All right, this would be the July high. The September high is right here. See, the July high is this neon green line. And then the putrid green line right here, this is the September high. And right now, we're still making the current high. Look at that rip. That's an incredible rip. Okay, that's going to catch up with the IWM soon. All right, that's T2123. That's one incredible rip right there. So let's drill down into it. You can see, what do I like about this, all right? See this bullish gap right there? All right. The bears are not filling these gaps. That's a sign the bulls are in charge. Price is moving up. Bulls are in charge. Price moving in an up and over fashion. Let me get my drawing tools. And they're coming up. Here we go. Let's see if they're going to work for me. Okay. So price moving in an up and over fashion. Notice we go up. Come on, baby. We go up. One of those days. All right, just give me just a second. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix it. I want you guys to see the full effect of this. All right, let's try it again. All right, because this is a really powerful lesson. There we go. Let's try it again. All right. Price moves up and then over. Okay. When we hold the higher ground, that's bullish. All right. When we go up and then come back, that's neutral. All right. When we go up and hold the higher ground, that's bullish. These are the clues that I look for in the morning. See the gaps? See the bullish gaps right here? Not getting filled, that's a clue, all right? See the green dots? That's a clue. The way that the price moves, when it goes up and over, that's a clue, okay? Notice the bulls aren't giving it up, okay? See right here, okay? When we go up and then give it up, that's neutral, right? Okay, when we go up and we hold it up there, all right, that means we made a first down, all right, and we're holding the line of scrimmage. Okay, that's what we like. Okay, again, we go up and we hold, and then we go up and then we hold. Look at this movement. It's like a string of stairs. We go up and hold, up and hold. All right? That right there. That right there is what you want to look for, okay? This is bullish. There's no reason to short this, okay? Just want to share that with you. You've got gaps up here. The only thing I don't like is we're not consolidating for 2 or 3 days, okay? I'd like to see us consolidate for like a week, all right? Because when you don't consolidate, you don't put in a safety net, a ground floor, all right? When you go all the way up, you can fall all the way down, all right? So I like it when they go up, put in a stairs, okay? Now these are just like 1 day. I want to see like 3 or 4 days, okay? That's nice, but I like to see 3 or 4 days and then move up a little bit, just a little bit. Don't get all parabolic. But let me just say, this is the kind of market, if the dollar starts dropping, we could get parabolic in price action. All right, so there's T2123 moving up and over, holding the higher ground, making new all-time highs. All right, so that's T2123 on the 15-minute chart. Now let's take a look at it on the 3-bar chart. Okay, that's the same thing. It's a whole day. Instead of divided into 15-minute segments, it's divided up into 3 equal parts. We call it the 3-bar chart. It's about 130 minutes each. All right, so you can see on the 3-bar chart, all right, we put in 3 more green candles. See the green 17 EMA, green balls there. All right, so we put in 3 more green candles. You can see the rising 200 rising up through those prior all-time highs. Here's a prior all-time high. Here's another all-time high. There's another prior all-time high. 200 rising up through there. I think we're going to make it all the way up into here. I wouldn't doubt if we make it up to that line or close to it. All right, so there's T2123. FNGU, 15-minute price action yesterday. Okay, you can see we gapped up, sold off to the 200. I like that. We came back. I like that the 200 held price there. All right, went back up, challenged the highs, couldn't make a significant higher high. Didn't even challenge the breakdown candle high, which would be right there. Okay. Came back down and melted underneath the 200 SMA right there. This is the 200 SMA on the 15-minute chart. You can see at the end of the day, they had a little rally up over 200 SMA. You can see we're opening up the market above the 200 SMA. I like that. Need to challenge this breakdown candle high right there. I'm expecting probably a challenge of that and then probably consolidation underneath it. It'd be really nice to get up over it and consolidate on top of it. We'll see. I think I'm asking for a lot if we get that. All right. I'd like it if they just get up there, challenge it, and kind of hold the higher ground. So we'll see. Really, I'd like a really fantastic blast-off day so we could all have some nice trades. But reality is probably going to go up to there and consolidate over to the right. So we'll see what happens. That's FNGU. That's the 15-minute chart. All right, so we're going to go take a look at a few sectors now. All right, so I'm going to move back over here. All right, and we're going to take a look at precious metals. All right, let's take a look at gold. Okay, gold, like I said earlier, making new all-time highs. See that? New all-time high. Another new all-time high for gold today. Higher high, higher low, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. Okay, making new all-time highs. That's an uptrend. Silver. Silver making a lower high and a lower low, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. Here's a prior 2024 high right there. See that big wick, like a middle finger sticking up in the sky right there? Okay, there's the anchored VWAP off of that. Price action is up over it. That's bullish. Okay, you got price moving up and over. You got a bullish trap there. You got the green 17 EMA. Price is moving up. Silver is in an uptrend. Okay, it's making higher highs. Making higher highs and higher lows. Okay, where if we got another higher low, pressure's going to be on the bulls to make the higher high. Okay, so there's silver. Let's take a look at USO. Okay, USO in a downtrend. Why? Because it took out this low right here. See this valley low right there? Let me see if I can line that up for you. Okay, so price came down right there. All right, so there's a low. We took out the low, so now we're in a downtrend. We were in an uptrend, but we took out that low, so now we're in a downtrend. Price action, okay, for yesterday. All right, kind of an outside day. All right, higher high, lower low, closing under the bearish trap underneath the flat 17 EMA. Okay, maybe they can recover here. We'll see what happens. Right now, what I'm looking at, okay, is not bullish for the USO. Why? Because it's the same, it's the reverse of what's going on in the market. Moving down and holding the lower ground. Got that hockey stick, dead cat bounce right there that everyone talks about. See that? That's bearish, okay? Moving down and holding the lower ground, that's bearish, all right? Because usually the next move from there goes this way, all right? So we'll see what happens with that. All right, so energy kind of moving down while precious metals are moving up. UNG, all right, UNG is in an uptrend. It just doesn't know it, okay? We're in an uptrend because we made a higher low and a higher high, okay? Notice we didn't put in any string of stairs through here, okay? So when they take out this low right here, they'll be in a downtrend, okay? Right now they're in an uptrend. All right, they just don't know it. All right, somebody didn't get the memo because we've been melting off for, looks like, about 15 days here. Okay, price action. Okay, remember it's a trend. All right, you have to make higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so price action for yesterday, you can see lower high, lower low, closing under the bearish trap under the 17 EMA. All right, so there's UNG. All right, supposedly it's in an uptrend. It's having a really deep pullback. All right, this is what I'm talking about when I say move up and then give it up. All right, that's not bullish, right? That's not bullish. Moving up and then giving it up is not bullish. We want to see them move up and then hold the higher ground up there. That's bullish. This is just neutral. Okay, so there's UNG. Let's take a look at a few sectors. All right, here's SMH. All right, let's try it again. All right, here's SMH. There's the all-time high, anchored VWAP. Price is up over it. Anytime we have an uptrend over the pink all-time high anchored VWAP, money's flowing into the semiconductor sector, ETF, or whatever you want to call it there. Okay. Indice, ETF, all right? So anyways, here's price action, okay? Up over the pink line. Still got green 17 EMA. Remember, this is a bigger time frame. Kind of keep an eye on that, all right? As long as those are green, that's positive. Things are moving up, making higher highs and higher lows, all right? Got a higher low here. Pressure on the bulls to make the higher high. You can see they made a higher high. Got another higher low here. Pressure on the bulls to make a higher high. Okay, so this is SMH. All right, so that's bullish as long as it's moving up. All right, making higher highs. Not till we take out this low will we be in a downtrend. All right, let's take a look at XLK. Here's technology, same thing. Making higher lows and higher highs, that's bullish. All-time high anchored VWAP, we got an uptrend over it. Okay, money's coming into the technology sector. All right, money's coming in to the semiconductor sector. All right, so that's SMH, XLK. Let's take a look at XLI. XLI made an all-time high just 3 days ago, right there. Okay, yesterday was, I have to zoom in real close. Inside day, lower high, higher low. Closing inside the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. Here's a prior all-time high. I stick a VWAP on there, an anchored one. Price is moving up and over. See this? This is kind of like what we like to see. Price moves up and then over. That's bullish. Okay, so there's XLI. All right, that's bullish. Take a look at XLU. That's next. All right, here's XLU yesterday putting in a new all-time high. How about that? Okay. If a new all-time high is not bullish, I don't know what is. All right. New all-time high on the XLU. All right, that's crazy, huh? XLU in an uptrend, making higher lows and higher highs. Okay, let's take a look at XLF. All right, XLF, new all-time high for XLF. Can you guys see the pattern here? I mean, we got a lot of bullish stuff making new all-time highs. SPY making a new all-time high. Diamond Dow making a new all-time high. T2123 new all-time high. XLU new all-time high. XLI new all-time high just a few days ago. XLF making a new all-time high yesterday. All right. Gold making a new all-time high. Okay. Market's on fire. Market's on fire. This is really good. All right. XLF new all-time high. Higher low, higher high, closing over the bullish trap, over the 17 EMA. Okay. That's an uptrend. Higher lows, higher highs. Okay, let's take a look at the next one, XRT. XRT finally got uptrend status. Why? Because it finally made a higher high right here yesterday. Okay, so XRT no longer, it failed to make a higher high here, 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 and finally got it right here after about almost all of September. Okay, we had this technically damaged trend here. We were in a nice uptrend, and then when they took out that low and that low and that low and that low with these three candles here, they really technically damaged it, severely. And it took us almost all of August, all of September, and half of October just to recover from what happened there in those 3 days. All right. And from then, we couldn't get a higher high. See this? We tried, we failed. We tried, we failed. We tried, we failed. We tried, we failed. Then we got a hold at the midpoint right here. And now you can see price action making the higher high finally. All right. Because it took out these highs right here, this triple top. All right. So retail in an uptrend finally. All right, last one, IYT. It's a transport. It's one of my favorites. 2 days ago, made a new all-time high right there. Okay, that blue line right there, that's the all-time high anchored VWAP. All right, this is the new all-time high made 2 days ago. All right, that line, that candle right there underneath my cursor. Again, price action, making higher lows and higher highs. That's an uptrend. Okay, yesterday's price action, lower high, lower low, closing in the bullish trap over the rising 17 EMA. All right, so there's enough for the sectors. All right, so now let's take a look at our economics package. All right, we'll start off with, let's go, the economic calendar. So yesterday we had jobless claims, retail sales, Philly Fed, business inventory, housing market index, whole lot of data come in yesterday. Okay, today we don't have much. We got housing starts and permits come in at 8:30. Got 4 Fed speakers, actually 3. One of them speaks twice. Okay, so nothing really here to disrupt the market. Okay, so if the bulls want to score another first down, it's wide open for them. All right, everything's looking good. All right. Yesterday, even though, let me just say this, let's say jobless claims came in poorly. Well, you guys know this is the season for buying, okay? Black Friday's coming, like day after Thanksgiving. There's going to be a lot of personnel that's going to need to be hired to stock those shelves and sell those products, okay? So it didn't matter how poorly jobless claims came in. All right, think about this over the next 3 weeks. All right, because Thanksgiving's coming, and then comes Black Friday, and then it's the holiday season for buying. A lot of sales go on, a lot of product gets moved. All right, so it didn't matter if jobless claims came in crappy. Let me just say there's going to be some hiring going on this month, next month, and the next month after. Down south here, we're rebuilding, all right, from the on the coastal cities, all right. So there's a lot of hiring going on for that, all right. Retail sales, you see the transports are making new all-time highs. Well, that means that's probably an indication shelves are getting stocked and products getting moved around the country. All right, so then when the transports are doing well, making new all-time highs, so it doesn't really matter what retail sales are coming in at. Why? Because the holiday buying season's just around the corner. All right, so we may go down for the first 4 hours when one of these data points comes in, but look for the turnaround afterwards. All right, industrial production, markets making, XLI, you saw it, making new all-time highs. Market's on fire. All right, there's no reason to really short anything yet. All right, still moving up, and it's going to be just play it bullishly till it's not. All right, so there's economic data. Let's take a look at earnings calendar for today. We have, well, let's just take a look at yesterday. Yesterday we had Taiwan Semiconductor. They came, they're about almost $1 trillion. They reported yesterday morning. Netflix reported yesterday morning. Morgan Stanley yesterday morning. Intuitive Surgical yesterday evening. Okay, Blackstone, more financials, reported yesterday morning. Elevance Health yesterday morning. Marsh McClellan yesterday morning. Those are Infosys yesterday morning. So a lot of market cap reported yesterday morning. Let's see what we got today. All right, we got Procter & Gamble. It's about $408 billion. That's near half a trillion. Okay, that's pretty good sized market cap. American Express looks like $197 billion. Okay, Schlumberger, $90 billion or $60 billion right there. Okay, so we got some more market cap coming out this morning. All right, so Procter & Gamble could have an impact on the defensive sector, but they're also drug related as well. So we'll see what they want to do with that. We'll find out what the news comes out with them. I would imagine with all of the inflation that they're going to report some pretty good numbers. We'll see. All right. American Express, you see the financial sector making brand new all-time highs. All right. For Monday, what do we got? SAP, they're going to report tomorrow afternoon, Monday evening, 267 billion. All right. HDFC, they're looking for the P&L. Nike's going to report. No, Nucor, that's steel. They're going to report in the evening right alongside SAP. All right. So the market's wide open. We got no data that's going to come out that's really going to disturb the bulls if they want to go score another first down. All right. Or even a touchdown or a field goal, whatever they want to do. All right. So there's the SPY. All right. Let's take a look at SPY Max Pain. You see the earnings. All right, we just went through the earnings. Now, this is max pain. This is supposedly the point at which the most pain will be inflicted upon the holders of the options that expire today. So they're saying 569. That's a huge drop from 285, 283. All right, they're saying that that's the max pain. I don't know if it's right, but that's what they're saying the max pain is 569. That's a huge drop. And the put to call ratio is 3.5 puts to every call. Okay, so we could have a put squeeze, or otherwise known as a short squeeze, happen today, because all those puts will be in some really big pain if we move the price up, and that will cause them to have to buy calls or cover those puts. All right, so there's max pain, supposedly 569, 3.5 puts to every call. So we are lined up for a put squeeze today. We'll see if that happens. All right, let's take a look at the dollar index. And here's the dollar. Dollar was in a nice downtrend right through here. And they are bouncing. This right here, this is a bounce. That's not a breakout, that's a bounce. All right, so today, last night, they closed right up here, right around 103.78. I did not want them to break this peak right there. They did. All right. Now, it may be that they give it up right after breaking that peak and come all the way back down. We'll see what they want to do. Dollar is in an uptrend because it took out this high and this high and that high right there. So dollar's in an uptrend. All right, I'm going to take questions in the room. All right. Thanks, Alan, for sharing. I'm going to take questions in the room. I want to thank you all for being here, even if you showed up late. I'm going to get my video rendered and posted. All right. And let's get this day started. And I will be back probably, if there's no questions, in about 30 minutes. And we will set ourselves up to trade the SPY this morning. All right.